We have Mr. Olatunde-Bruce. We're back on the phone now. We do hope that he can hear us and then address issues and not personalities. All right, thank you for joining us again. Now, could you tell us your candidate, what do you think he's done, and do you think that he will be re-elected this time?
Thank you. I'm very happy to say that the level of infrastructural development in Ekiti State within the last 3.5 years has been unprecedented. The achievement is very visible, is very touchable, is evidence-based, is measurable, and even the blind could see. And I'm happy distinguished senator could not even deny that Dr. Olatunde-Bruce had touched every facet of life in Ekiti State. But I want to say that it's very strange. He, distinguished senator, is saying the developmental project is only concentrated in Ado, the Ekiti State capital. Oye Township, where he comes from, I am aware of a number of local government kilometer roads that have been constructed in Oye, outside of other facilities that have been put there. All the schools in Oye have been renovated, reconstructed, remodeled. The health facilities in Oye have been upgraded. So, virtually every 132,000 villages in the state, there is no village that will not count up to 5 projects that this government has done for them. And this government is running on records. It's going to this election on records. And there is no way God has so defined it that Dr. Olatunde-Bruce has spent 3.5 years in office. And your father spent 3.5 years in office before he was impeached. And the content of his impeachment is still an issue before the EFCC as I speak. Even just yesterday, when I was watching your program, EFCC on your channel, he confirmed that it's still a serious issue with our virus on monumental corruption. And this was a person that we impeached and he jumped through the fence of the back door of the government house through the boot of the car on account of violence. And the three of them now are before Ekiti people. In all honesty, my brother could not say that in the heart of his heart, he could fight for Ayobayo, if not that he wanted to replace the PDP at Abuja. And anybody who is at home here will not be speaking for. And I want to tell you, I am happy that my brother said this is their primary, that their party was not happy. But anybody who is saying that PDP is still happy today, he is really impressed. As I speak with you, I know what is going on in the just 3 days ago. Some people defected from our party.
Can you hear me?
And he came with a lot of people. Are you saying those people will not vote on the day of election? Are you saying that they don't have followers? And as I speak, some people are within PDP now that they are free to President Jonathan, that they will support Jonathan in 2015, but that they will not under their conscience. So and I can mention it the same was published. Whatever who was there.
Mr. Karu, you haven't, just a moment. There is one accusation, because right now he said that the governor has touched every facet of life in Ekiti State. We didn't quite hear him say that. But one of the things that he did mention was that in Oye, where he comes from, that a federal university would have been cited there, but for the it's still cited there, but what hasn't it?
Even in the pages of newspaper.
Well, you can hear his accusation that, no university or no federal university should be cited in Oye, the governor's own hometown, and as such, the people have turned their back against him. Could you shed a little more light on that?
Cited in Oye, the governor's own such, the people have turned their back against him. Could you shed a little more light on that?
Let me quickly respond to
that. The university issue. The governor is not saying that universities should not be cited at Oye, State University. What the governor was saying that he wants a multi-campus university. He wants a multi-campus, and he still believes that some of the campus should be at Oye, while the other campus should be at Ekiti, just to spread the development in the state. And he has never been mistaken about it. And is he now saying that Oye is a one-time local government? Oye town, and within Oye we have more than 18 towns. The next town to Oye, multi-billion, bomb brick has just been put there. Is he saying that those people will not vote for Dr. Ribane, local government? Dr. Ribane came from Oye himself. Is he saying that people will not vote for one of their own? Is he saying that the Ilupeju and all the towns that they have linked together, that they have improved their life, that they have promoted all their school, that they have promoted all their health centers, that they have given them agricultural production of monumental size? Is he saying that those people will not pay back?
Mr. Karoui, can you hear me? Just a minute. Mr. Karoui?
There's not one the university at Oye. It will not be situated.
Mr. Dakwa Karoui, can you hear me? All right, what you have to do is this. All right, guys, let's turn that down. If you can't hear, there's no point. All right, I mean, this is a civil conversation. You should just calm down and make your point. Just take it easy. I mean, we still have some time, so relax and make your point, Mr. Karen. We'll come back to you in a minute. You want to respond?
Thank you very much. He has said so many things. First, let me start by addressing the issue of the fact that Oye is a multi-township local government, and that they would, other people will vote. I have analyzed the voting pattern. Fayemi will win in his hometown is a nation. We're not controverting that. They have about 3,000, a little bit more, in terms of population. Fayemi is likely going to win one ward in Ilupeju, because he has his SSG and all that there.
Just one word?
Yes, there are 2 wards in that particular town. And we have analyzed, this is politics that is not about sentiment. In Oye town, where we have the largest population in that local government, we are going to win about 90-95%. Probably, I've said, I don't expect him to have more than 100 votes.
How did you arrive at these permutations?
Yeah, because that is where I come from, and they vote for me there. So it's just like he gets the votes from his hometown. I get the one from my hometown. It's not rocket science. It's a very straightforward thing. We're very sentimental about some of this, and the people of the town happen to believe that I've done well, for them. Now, the issue of multi-campus that he was talking about is on paper. That was my application to Mr. President, that he should put a faculty of agriculture in Ekiti, ab initio. And the president said he didn't want multi-campus until Fayemi and I agreed on the issue of multi-campus as a solution. So he insisted. He was actually asked to send a survey plan for that land from Oye. He refused. He sent one from Ekole. So what is he talking about?
I'm trying to look at so many other issues. Well, pretty soon I think we should also be talking with the Labour Party in Ekiti State.
Yeah.
But before we go over to the Labour Party, my question is, your party, the PDP, would also seem to have lost a chunk amount of supporters with former Governor Shegoni leaving the PDP to the APC. There's no doubt that he won't be going with some supporters to the APC.
Sure.
So how do you explain all of that equation if your permutation is, well, since you're from this area in Ekiti State, definitely will vote for you, and the governor, Governor Fayemi, his own people will vote for him.
Sure.
What happens to those who are keen followers from pockets of local governments and places in Ekiti State who were once with the former governor, Shegoni? Wouldn't they be voting for the APC now?
Well, when you look at the followers of Shegoni, I happen to be one of the arrowheads, maybe the major arrowhead, followed by Dayo Adeyeye, who has just been made nominated to be the minister. He's not with them. Olujime is not with them. Even in his local government, the man called Falex, who was actually the key person from that local government working with the governor, is not with them. So, but the former governor has certainly has followers. There's no doubt about it. But the question is, the followers were people that we were mostly responsible from our respective places, right, and that made up the chunk. But he certainly has influence in his hometown as well.
I have some questions here.
Yeah.
A tweet from Obafemi Ademewa. He says, if Fauci is a popular candidate, why didn't his election into the Senate in the Labour Party in 2011 happen?
Well, that is a good question, and part of why we're looking at it was not as if he wasn't popular then. He had followership, and some of this, you look at it that I would once say that Olatunde-Bruce is more popular than myself in Ekiti North Senatorial, and that's why I lost the election to him. No, it's a question of the structure at that time. The guy, the incumbent governor, was ready with all manner of armaments and money, and he was buying. He was the one that started this see and buy voting system. So this time around, we are ready for him on all those fronts. It's not as if, I mean, at that time, there was no way I could match the funds of the state. Okay. But today, we had to cry to the federal government. We need support.
All right,
so
let's go.
there's nothing he's going to do than for us to win him, hands down.